So we're convinced that Australia is more stressful for guys than we might have otherwise thought relative to the stress on women and the death rates there. So we're going to take that off, and someplace that's considered to be very stressful, let's look at Colombia, and we see again a similar pattern but not quite so severe as we saw in Australia. We could change and see Croatia. We see Croatia is even more stressful. Look at the death rates there that are just across the board, Croatian men, and there have been wars there and that sort of thing, so that might be seriously problematic. Let's check out Finland, one of the countries that's always listed as one of the most socially equitable places on the planet. And we see similar issues there. Maybe it's just less stressful for women, but that's what I wanted you to do, is use this so we could go there. So if you're trying to deal with reasons for early death, but you notice the death rates for Finns are very, very, very low until much later ages. They've almost wiped out death in the younger ages. And then there are things that are taking out elderly, and by 45, 50, I don't want to say that's elderly, males at a much higher rate than elderly females. Is there a problem with this? Some of you are saying, wait, the scaling's not the same. So how do we fix that? We see this one goes to 19,000 something-ish, 190,000, and this one goes to 800,000 or 1.9 million, so it's almost twice that, a little more than twice that. So we're going to fix these by fixing the axes, so we're going to double click on that, and we're going to make it fixed, and we're going to look at the 1.99 million here, and we're going to copy that. We're going to select it in Control-C or Command-C if you're on a Mac. And then we're going to do the same thing to the male. We're going to make it fixed, and we're going to click on, we're going to Control-V to paste it so they're on the same one. We're going to close that. And so now we see, since we put them on the same axis, we have to be careful when doing analysis to make sure we're doing apples to apples. And we see that male deaths, of course, are much higher until we get into the later stages in terms of thousands, when the females pass, because there are just a lot more women living to those older ages. So something where the female graph looks like this and the male graph is higher and then tends to flatten out sooner is a case where there are probably stress issues that are killing males that aren't killing females.